Hi, I'm John Picarello, Chief Leadership Officer and co-founder here at Lions Pride Leadership Company. And today I want to talk to you about working well with others. And in working well with others, that's where you can really reach the heights in your life. You know, one is too small of a number for greatness. It's been said so many times, and it's true. But to the ability you are able to work well with others, then you increase your effectiveness, and then there's a synergistic effect of a team that goes far more into the distance, into the future, adding value to so many more people than any individual can by themselves. So in working well with others, just three things to think about. And the first thing, of course, working well with others, you need to be secure in yourself. The second thing is that you need to be creative. And we're going to touch on that in a second. And the third is you need to be flexible, because life isn't so rigid. There's so many twists and turns, and especially in an environment when you're working with other people, there's so many variables that you need to be flexible. So the first thing, you need to be secure in who you are. You need to know your gifts, know your talents, know your limits. But in knowing that, you know what you can contribute to a team, contribute to a group. It could be a group discussion, or it could be a team working on a project. When you are secure in who you are, you have no problem contributing. There's some people sit in the back, they're afraid to ask a question, and you heard it said many times that the only stupid question is the one that's never asked, because it's the only question that never gets an answer. So you're one who would want to ask questions, you want to find more out about who the people are that you're working with, but it takes being secure in yourself that you do have something to offer, you have something to give. So be secure in yourself, be secure in the fact that there's probably people on that group that have talents different than you, and maybe even the same talents, but they're better at it than you. That's okay. When you're secure, you just take that as a win, because now you have somebody you can learn from. So be secure in yourself, because you will be more stabilizing effect for the team. Second thing you want to do is you want to be creative. So think about it. When you're working well with others, being creative, and that means even having ideas, or maybe something as simple as coming up with an idea of, hey, let's go get some lunch somewhere, and having an idea that maybe there's a place that I think we'd all enjoy, or maybe a night out, or maybe when you're working on a project, maybe for work, that you can look at that and think, I can come up with $1 million idea. Why not? Some people doubt themselves, but if you're secure, you never know that what idea you may think is terrible, someone else has the intuitive sense and the creativity to take your idea, and together you can make it $1 million idea. So be creative. Think outside the box. Don't be afraid to throw something out there. You never know how it might spark someone else's imagination and someone else's creativity. And this comes with working well with others. When you're working well with others, it's not about us. It's about what we can contribute to the group as a whole. So the whole takes on a culture. And 4, 5, 6, 12, how many people it may be, you develop a culture, an environment, a mindset. And if it's one of being secure and being creative, then that's a powerful mix. And you begin to glean from that which everyone provides. Everyone throws in the pot, and everyone can glean from it. So there's no way you're not going to learn. When you're in a group setting and you're secure in who you are, you're not afraid to contribute, and also you're creative and you're willing to just share ideas and share how you might think they might work out, and also giving your opinions. We think creativity it has to be an idea, but you know what? There are answers that can be creative. There are questions that can be creative. In fact, there are questions that can release creativity. Knowing how to ask a question can unlock something in somebody in that team. So be creative. Be creative in what you contribute. Be creative in your approach to tackling issues. Be creative in your questions, and be creative when you're answering the question. And finally, Also, you need to be flexible because of the variables in working with people. There might be personalities that it may rub you the wrong way, but you recognize the benefit of working with them, so you're going to have to be flexible. You're going to have to learn how to work with people. You're going to learn to look for the common denominator so that all of you can kick in on the same issue, and it's nothing personal, it's for the greater good. So in being flexible, you need to know the ups and the downs, the quirkiness that we all have. There are things that really inspire people. There are things that really don't inspire people. And in being flexible, you'll be able to take things as they come and run with it as they are and know how to utilize them. There was a saying I heard so many years ago, and I thought it was funny, but it's true. And it said, "Blessed are the flexible, for they won't be bent out of shape." And that really is important to think about. If you take everything serious, and everything has to go your way, you're going to get bent out of shape. So you really need to be flexible. And being flexible is a huge secret in working well with others. Going with the flow. It doesn't have to be your idea that wins the day. Just be flexible. So in working well with others, just remember, be secure in who you are, know what you have to offer, and be willing to give it freely when asked for. And secondly, be creative in all that you do. Look at 3, 4, 5 different ways of doing things, saying things, and even looking at things you receive. And you'll have more of a benefit in a group setting being creative. And of course, the third one, being flexible. The more flexible you are, the more people you can work with. And the more people you work with, the more benefit you will derive from the group, and more benefit that group will be able to give to others because of you adding your personal gifting to the mix. So I hope that works for you today. I hope it's added value to you. And remember, just work well with others by just being yourself and accepting yourself. And keep in mind that you really want to help other people. So I hope that works for you today. Take it, utilize it. I hope it's added value to you, and I want to thank you for spending time with me today. Looking forward to next time. Until then, God bless. Bye-bye.